All right, this is club officer training, getting started with your Alliance account. Here we go. One, you're going to learn who needs Alliance account, how to get started. Then we'll talk about your account dashboard. Then we'll have, towards the end of the class, we'll go over the club officer training module at the Alliance Learning Center. And then we'll finish up with an intro to MyLion and MyLCI, which are basically your tool chest to get your job done if you are on the board of directors or a second or third VP. Who needs to create Alliance account? We need the club president, the club vice presidents, first, second, and third, club secretary, club treasurer, membership chair, service chair, and club marketing and communications chair. If you see this here, this whole column here, this is the basic, what Lions Club International wants you to have the basics down as far as structure for every club that they have out there. You do not, most places, if you're a real small club, you're going to only have one VP. If you like my club, over 100 people, we're going to have a third VP. So that's the way things go if you got a large club. But this first column is the minimum requirement for club officers. The second column is everybody else that's on the board of directors. Everyone else that's on the board of directors is the club LCIF coordinator, your program chair, and your directors, 1 year and 2 year terms. When you're elected as a director, you're elected for 2 years. So your term is a 2 year, and then the following year, you're a 1 year. The tail twister and lion tamer are optional for putting on the board. I show them here. A lot of places have done that. So if they are, they're here. Okay. How we're going to get started. I want you to kind of take notes. I don't want you to do it while I'm lecturing tonight. You can do it right after. If you have something to take notes, that would be great. So you can go into that. This is the link page, web page. You'll be getting, actually, you guys, you're going to also get this recorded session. So you'll have all of this. The link is https://myappslionsclubs.org. See, I can't go in there anymore because my password gets automatically put in there, and so it automatically logs me in. The only difference, you have a login on one side, on the left-hand side of the page is your login information. On the right-hand side, there is a register button. You're going to hit the register button. But prior to doing that, from your secretary, to complete the registration, you need your member number and the email registered on file that you have on file. If you don't know which email address you have on file, ask your secretary, your current secretary. You complete the process and you will log into your new account. It's a real simple process, but everything has to match. Your name, the way it's spelled, your member number, and your uh, email address. All of that has to match. Otherwise, you're going to have a hard time. It's going to tell you it doesn't match. This is what it looks like. You can see it automatically populates my Lion account. I took a screen print so I wouldn't have to be bothered with it. But this is what I'm talking about, the register button. Kind of information you're going to get started. You're going to put your first and last name. It has to match, like I said, and your member ID. And it's going to come up on your, what it calls your account dashboard or the member portal. When we go into the intro, I'll go over all of these items here. But suffice to say, this is what, if you're successful in getting logged in, this is what you'll see. Club officer training is split into instructor-led and Lions Learning Center. President and first vice president have a separate instructor-led course. The club secretary, the club treasurer, club membership chair, club service chair, club marketing and communications chair, and the club LCIF coordinator. All 7 of those have individual instructor-led classes. As I was alluding to online, there is for the second and third vice presidents and the directors, the program chair, eventually the lion tamer and the tail twister if you have them on your board. You only take the club officer training module in the Lions Learning Center. There are also separate president, secretary, and treasurer models, but those you can take on your own if you're one of those positions. However, I geared this to only the second, third VPs and the directors, so you should be taking just the one module. I'm going to do another share here for you. Before I go into it, does anyone have any questions on the login process, the registration process? If so, just raise your hand and I'll call on you. Anyone? Nope. All right. Let me do some sharing here. All right, this is what the member portal looks like once you're in. And from here, if you're on the board of directors, you're going to be using mainly this function is My LCI. And that's the first one I'm going to teach you because that's the one you're going to be using the most. Because you can do certain functions that you used to have to ask the secretary to do, but you now be able to do it yourself. This is what the main page of when you click on My LCI. Right up here at the top, you're going to have your title, whatever it is, it'd be director or whatever, first or second or third VP and the like. If you have more than one title, you just hit that, select a different title, and you can call up everything that you have access to. As you can see, I have quite a bit of hats that I can wear. It's organized into certain tasks. You won't really have anything under task because you're in read-only mode. If you're the director or one of the second or third VPs, you are only read-only mode. So there shouldn't be anything listed here in tasks unless if they are, they're for the secretary or the president who has update capability to do. What's going to happen here when you go, it'll be the info on your own club will be listed here. Where you meet, how often you meet, and all of that falls in this box. What's important that you need to maintain is what's in this box here. That is your current information that Lions Club International has. It has your correspondence address, officer address that should correspond to each other, your telephone numbers, and your email. And it should have your membership number and all that there. So when you get in there and look at My LCI, look at your record to make sure it's up to date and keep it up to date. In your, let me see if I can make this a little bit better. Yeah, no, I can't do that. In this block right here will be your membership reports for the that the club's making to Lions Club International and to the district. It's set up by month. So you'll see from July to June. And you'll have a little green check mark once the report has been sent forward to Lions Clubs International. We used to have service activities here. It is no longer available. So you get this reminder in this block that you have to go to My Lion to see any service activities. Then here would be your club officers would be listed here. So that's what you'll find on this page. If you're one of those, you can get a direct, you can look at the membership roster for the club. This happens to be San Marcos, which is my club. I have read-only capability on my own club. And you can go in here and read all the names and all the memberships. You can do it that way, which may be cumbersome if like us, we have 102 members. You can always look at Club Info too. Club Info tells you where we're meeting now. This is our we got a new home, guys. So proud of our new home. And of course, you have the officer information here. If you need it, it's all here. Most important, guys, if you're on the board of directors, you should be able to read only. You cannot do anything with these statements. These are the actual statements that go to the treasurer, club treasurer. But if you have a question, you can pull down the statements and figure out what's going on as a director, as a third VP or a second VP. This is where you'll get that information. If you're the treasurer, you will have direct access to these you can print them out and do what you need to do with them. As I said, service activities is really not, it's there, but it's not there. You can do a data download. What I'd like you to do come July 1st is to build your own data, an Excel spreadsheet of every member that's in your club, their contact information, the whole 9 yards. Download it and create a Excel spreadsheet. That way you can keep up with it and make sure that it gets updated, and you can do a data download as soon as you know that several new members have been added and so forth. But if you don't want to go do a data download, there's other ways to get that information. You can do a monthly membership report, the detail. If you want to check on the secretary, what's been reported, you can check on the detail here. You can do the club monthly reporting history. What's important here is club roster, okay? This club roster is just a roster of names and their membership types and categories. No, that's just names. This is the club roster. Membership data is that tells you when they joined and if they're a regular member or a family member and so forth. If you have family members, you can pull down the family report on family members. You won't have, you don't need anything here because you're listed here as for the current year. For your year will be 2021, 2022. Lions Club contact list. If you want a club with all their contact information, that's where you get that roster. You can do club achievements That's interesting. Those are the kind of reports that you have in my LCI. I know that was quick, but does anybody have any questions about my LCI and how you use it? It's going to be a good group. All right, once you're through using this, you just go to the top of the top left-hand corner, and it says return to your Lions account. This is your intro to my Lion. By the way, it will come up to whatever club that you belong to. So I happen to be part of San Marcos, and I'm also the club service chair. So I'm the one that's been documenting all these service activities. This is where you'll find on the home page, you'll find all the activities. This may be as far as the information you want. If you want to get the details, you're going to have to hit activities. You have two choices: upcoming activities or past activities. Past activities will give you everything for the whole year that you're entering. I got to report these three ones from the weekend. That's how that looks like. That's gallery view where you can see the pictures. If you want a list view, you can just do a list view. And it tells you what we did. You always go back to home account. I get to show you insights. Insights gives you everything that you've been talking about from Lions Clubs International. We've got 1.4 million Lions worldwide. We've had a 3.83% membership growth this coming Lions year. We have 49,139 total clubs. So there's a lot of good information here that you can use in anything that you want to use it for. You can do overship. You can do membership. Kind of gives you membership. Remember, this Insights is Lions Clubs International. And you can look at U.S. affiliates. You can see the trend is down in the United States. So kind of how many members were added and how, we're down over 8,000 in the United States. So there's different things. You can look at Lions Clubs International Foundation, the Campaign 100, giving you the amount of monies that you've seen. The district goals are here as well. You see all your you can look at all of them, U.S. affiliates, and look, Bahamas, we're down. There's a lot to do in the insights, gives you a lot of good information to do that elevator speech and tell your community what else you're doing besides the community. Everyone knows about the shop. This is where you'll access the Lions Clubs International shop. You can individually purchase any of the items on the shop online here. But since you are not the president or the secretary, you cannot charge them back to the club. That's the main thing. You have to be either the club secretary or the club president to charge it back to the club. Otherwise, they're going to ask for your credit card. This one you have to hit the back arrow. This one here, Connect, is going to be the future Zoom, internal Zoom, like virtual platform for Lions, so we can do virtuals from now on once they get this up and running. It's now in the test mode. That's why it's a beta version. All right. I'm going to go into the Learning Center so I can get you started there as well tonight. What you do is you go hit that home button. You're going to do online, take free online courses. You're going to hit go on the Lions Learning Center. Okay. You're going to look here, you're going to look at your content library. As I told you, they have a club learning path, secretary learning path, treasurer learning path. This is the module that I want every one of you to take. It is highly informative of the board actions and being on a club board. So I took it last year, so just to see what it was. So this is the actual module that I want you to take. Yeah, I already have 100% on that. Just tells you when I did it last year in July. What you can do is, this is what it looks like when it's done. Just hit achievements and it'll tell me. I just want a picture of that, guys. That will give you the credit for taking this course and finishing your training, that you achieved it on such and such date. So do a screen print of this when this comes up at the end of your course. And make a picture of it, send it to my address, and be great. So that's how you'll get credit, final credit for taking the course. If you don't do this, you will not get credits and you'll have to continue to take it. This is your homework to get to this point. Take that module. All right, is there anybody else have any questions?
Yeah, I had one question. What about the length of time it took you to go through that?
I did it in about 30 to 45 minutes.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else have, Audra? Do you understand everything?
Yeah, I'm good so far.
So far, so good. All right. Rachel?
All makes sense.
All right. Hey, Doug? Have any questions?
Nope, you got me. I just was asking, I'm curious on how long it took to take that training, and then you get.
Okay, you didn't raise your
Assuming
hand,
you
so
get
I
the
didn't know who did
notification
it.
back.
Who said it?
Yeah, no worries. I shut my video off because it saves bandwidth. So
That's good. Stephen, you're still on?
Yes. Yep.
I know
Hi.
you're a director, but you could teach this course. And actually, you have taught this course for the district.
Mike, you talking to me?
To Stephen Fox?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Stephen, I apologize,
No,
you
it's
and I
all
both-
good.
You and I both have, the name, and I was born in the 60s and I had 5 classmates in my first grade class who were all named Stephen. So my head just is always on a swivel whenever I hear Stephen. Apologies.
Me
Yeah,
as
we
well.
have a Steve and a Stephen on the list today.
And I'm a
Steve-
PH. I'm a PH also, so I just
Oh,
go by.
okay. You're a PH also, okay. I do want to recognize that Stephen, although he is a director for his club, he is our second vice district governor-elect. So I did have to, protocol does require me to address that, so. He is a district officer as well as a club officer. So.
Thank you, PDG Mike.
So, no, thank you. I think that's all I have right now. That's here. How about Micah? You still on?
Yes, I am. Sorry, and I'm gonna try to catch up. Steven, I'm sure will help me because we're in the same club together, Steven Fox.
Okay.
But I'm actually coming home from Rockdale in a thunderstorm at the same time while listening to y'all tonight. But I think I kind of got it going. But if not, I'm sure I can holler at Stephen.
Well, I was gonna go into my office, but lightning was popping everywhere and a thunderstorm and everywhere, so it's getting pretty severe, so I decided to do it from my home office tonight. So,
Yeah, it was pretty bad on the way here. But I finally made it home and was able to watch the part on the training. So I should be okay. Thank
Good.
y'all for taking your time tonight.
Thank you for being here. Like I said, now you can go back. If you took notes, you can create your Lions account. That would be my first step going forward. I know, Stephen, you already have an account, but Fox, Stephen, that's Stephen. But yes,
Actually, I do have a question. I downloaded the Lions app also. So does that basically handshake with this dashboard? Do we know? Like, in other words, I have iOS, I have an Apple phone.
you
Is
have an
that-
Apple phone and you have the mobile phone, the mobile app.
Yes.
The mobile app is good for entering. You can put in as many activities as like My Lion. It's functional for My Lion.
Okay.
It's not functional for My LCI. Only the desktop version or the web version like this is that has the Alliance, the whole Alliance account, including the Learning Center.
Okay. I just wasn't sure, out of curiosity, if people were
Well, that was
using.
a good question because yes, it does only reflect more of the My Lion than anything else
Okay.
on the mobile app.
Okay. Yeah.
Because they want the My Lion to become, you can enter the pictures and update everything from the mobile app in the future. So
It looked to be one that's kind of still in its infancy as far as apps went, not criticizing it, but it looked like, just from what I had read.
oh yes,
Yeah.
they stopped working on that to come up with this dashboard Lions account.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Eventually, all Lions will have a Lions account.
Yeah.
Right now, we're just adding everybody that's on the board and all the club officers.
I think that's a good way to beta test it also. You know what I mean?
Yes.
With sort of accountable, we're all going to be accountable anyway to our own club and people within the district. So it's a good way to kind of mind share from that point.
But you only have read-only capability, so you don't have update capability unless you have the right position.
Right. Okay.
The right positions are going to be the service chair has updating for My Lion, and the secretary and the president have My LCI and My Lion both. They have update capabilities. So those are the three that have update capability.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Anyone else have any questions? If not, I was thinking it'd be take us all the way to 7, but it just didn't work. So if I had all 12 of the registrants on here, I think I would.
So just to clarify, so we take the training course, you'll get the response on that. Is this a recurring meeting again, or is this the meeting we needed to attend?
Okay, this meeting is the first part of it's step 1 of your training.
Okay.
Okay.
You got it.
Club officer training module is the step 2 of your training.
Okay,
So that's how I look at it. But your overall training, to complete it and get credit, you have to go through all of it. You have to establish your Lions account, then go on the Lions Learning Center and do this module.
I guess my question was, you have this particular Zoom meeting set for the next 5 Tuesdays. Is that to allow other people to come in and take it, or do we need to attend?
No, you do not need to attend it. You only need to attend it once.
Awesome. Thank
This
you.
part,
I was
this is
thinking that
step
same
one,
thing.
and
I'm
you
not
only
the
have to
only one.
attend this once.
Nice.
I'm gonna give you credit for this one.
Michael, I would love to spend more time on Zoom meetings, but I appreciate that. Thank you for that. I will receive that.
It came up as a recurring event on my calendar, and I was like, oh, wow, okay, cool. So
No, I have about 85 to
Yeah.
train.
wow, okay.
So yeah, I have to spread it out.
If we do 5 straight, we should
Okay, perfect.
get a traffic ticket dismissed as well. I'm just putting it out there. I'm joking.
I just want the little gold star for showing up for the first one, the little check mark.
Hey, you're gonna get a little check mark on my spreadsheet, so.
We're service
Sweet.
oriented, but we're recognition hogs. Exactly. We want that. At least I do.
Overachievers, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay,
Thank you.
take this module,
Thanks,
you'll get
Michael.
you'll get this nice certificate at the end. So,
Awesome.
all right,
Very good. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate
Great meeting, everybody.
it. Good stuff.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
everybody, everybody
Thank
stay
you.
safe. If it's flooding out there, avoid all the low water crossings.
Yeah. All right. Take care.
Think of it this way,
Take
the
care.
next meeting is going to be held in everyone's master closet, so the lighting won't be as good. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, this time around, at least let's all be safe. So
All
I
right.
appreciate your time, Michael. I appreciate
Take
everyone.
care.
So,
Bye.
Thank you.
all right.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.